Welcome everyone to Laura's Creative Pages and Cards with Laura, and we're going to make card 28 out of our series 31 cards over 31 days, and we're making this really sweet happy birthday card. So we're going to need this nectarine piece cut at 3.5 by 4 1/4. This balloon print will be 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. This ballerina piece is 2 by 3 1/4. Then we're going to need this lemonade piece cut at 5/8 by 2 1/2, and then this happy birthday sentiment, which has come from the zip strip, so it's already printed in this pink. So we need this piece, and then you just need a scrap piece of white daisy. This is just going to be for you to stamp the 2 hearts onto it, okay? So that's all we need for this really simple but really fun card. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is find the center of this nectarine piece here, and I'm just laying on my verse mat to find the center, and I'm just marking it so that I know exactly where I need to cut it for dovetailing. So I'm just going to cut a small slit up the center there, and then I'm going to cut from the outer corner into the center and from the outer corner into the center to create a rather large dovetailed piece. And I'm now going to go through and do that again on the balloon print, so finding the center and trimming out those 2 little triangles to create a dovetail, and once again doing it for a 3rd time on this ballerina piece as well. So this is a triple dovetail piece, pieces for the card. Okay, now they're all dovetailed, I'm going to bring out my journal pen, and I'm just going to go through and give them a journal pen border on all 3 pieces here. This just highlights all 3, gives them a little bit more decorativeness, and it's just something that I like to do. Makes it not so plain anymore, just ups the ante a little bit. Okay, so I hold the pen firmly in my hand and just drag my hand down my mat or table to get those lines on there. While I've got the journal pen, I'm also going to bring in the happy birthday piece that was cut from the zip strip, and I'm also going to do this around the lemonade piece as well. Okay, so that's all of the journal pen edging. This happy birthday piece is going to fit in the center of the lemonade piece, and so those black lines there just give it a little bit of a fun detail and make it just a little bit unique and stand out a bit. Okay, so that's just getting taped to that lemonade piece. Let's bring in our card front again now. We're going to start with the nectarine piece, so I'm just placing some tape on the back of that there, 6 pieces of tape to hold it on, and it adheres to the very top of the card and is placed in the very center. So the center of the top is where this nectarine piece goes. Once I've got that position, then I'm happy to press it on down. Let's bring in the balloon piece, and I'm just going to plop some tape on the back of that piece there, and that's just going to be stuck to the left hand side of the nectarine just with a small border, and that one goes on down next. Then let's bring in the ballerina piece. Again, this one's just getting taped on as well, and this one is stuck to the right hand side of the nectarine with a small border. So all that overlapping for a whole heap of fun. Let's place this happy birthday sentiment on now. This one here is stuck on with some 3D foam tape. I'm just placing it in the center on the back there, and then it's going to be stuck on the front of the card with a bit of more overlapping across all 3 colors of those pennants or dovetailed pieces. Okay, let's get on to stamping. We're using nectarine here to stamp on 2 of these really sweet dotty hearts. Now, if you don't have nectarine, the other option is to bring in some nectarine cardstock and stamp black onto it. Otherwise, you could also cut stamp raspberry hearts, would also look really great. Okay, now they're stamped, I just need to fussy cut those out so that I have 2 hearts cut out ready to be stuck onto the card front. So I'm just trimming each of those ones out with my scissors to create a really lovely fun extra element for this card here. Okay, and bringing it in, I'm just going to attach them here onto the ballerina piece. So that's why we've got that plain cardstock rather than a decorative print, so these hearts really pop and really stand out. So I'm adding them on here with some 3D foam tape as well, just a piece in the back of the center of each one, and just overlapping them for some really sweet heart looking embellishments. And then just to finish it off, a few little dots with the journal pen just to highlight them, and that there is day 28 complete. A beautiful happy birthday card. Thanks guys, bye.